last sailing journal, we spent 3 days on the island of Bora Bora, voted year after year the most beautiful place on earth. We would have loved to have had more time to explore, but we had friends from home en route to meet us in the Cook Islands, and we still had a 4-day sail in front of us.
So we are almost on our 3rd day at sea.
No, we're not. We're still on our second.
We're on our 2nd day. Well, we've had 2 nights.
2 nights, 2nd day. It's been tiring. The wind's picked up, but we're going super fast. We're going 8.1, 8, 7, 6.6 knots. I'm very fast. That's always good. We're on a nice beam reach, which is our boat's favorite point of sail. This morning, well, last night, we hit something. I was sleeping or on watch out here last night, and
you can just say it. We were both sleeping.
We're both sleeping. So we're south of any logical route that any boat would take. There's no reason to be this far south. Most cruisers are going to go explore the islands north of us. We're bypassing all of that and going way further south than anybody would. And any fishing or commercial boats,
like, nobody should be out here.
There's just no reason to be this far south. It's cold too.
Yeah, it is.
So we were sleeping, and I heard a thump that didn't sound right. It felt like something fell down inside, but nothing did. And then I heard another thump immediately after. It's basically something hit our hull, then hit our rudder or our hydrovane. So I looked out and I saw these buoys. Must have been some fishing buoys that got cut off and swept out to sea. It's always a little nerve-wracking, a little scary.
Well, yeah, we've all seen
All is lost.
All is lost.
Yeah, day 1 was extra hard. I don't know why, we just haven't been on a passage in a while. I don't know what it was. The conditions weren't terrible. Just
well, the sea state was a little confused.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad compared to what we've been in.
Yeah, but we haven't been sailing in a long time.
We've been used to life at anchor, so this has been a little tricky. So this is how awesome it is, because it is rocking and rolling, but she's making just a full-on meal in here. Corn hash potatoes and eggs. She's definitely the rock star of the month.
The last of the pamplemousse. How beautiful that is. He just ate a big ass breakfast and he's asking for my pamplemousse. No way.
Please. That looks so good. What time is it, G?
Sopranos time.
We are under 20 hours away from our destination. We're kind of sick of all the turbulence outside, but we have got an awesome projector set up, and we're just gonna lay down, pretend nothing's happening outside, and just have a little bit of a movie sesh. Mention we lost a fishing oar last night. Did I tell you that?
No, how did we lose a fishing oar?
I was sitting out here and I heard the rod just go and just reel out and then stop. It reeled everything out and it just snapped.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Wait, that was a cedar plug.
Yeah, good thing I bought 8 of those for $4 each.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer.
We got 7 to go.
7 to go. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on.
My call to the fish gods must have worked, because 10 minutes later we were reeling in a nice big mahi-mahi.
Nice, G.
Alright, gotta drain it out.
We are on day 3 of our 4-day passage, and a few things that always strike us as particularly amusing when we go underway is that the boat, no matter how clean it was before we left, everything turns into a complete pigsty the second that we set sail. That includes us. So we've got like cabins that just get totally out of control. We've got like the galley out of control. I mean, everything. Trying to shower when the boat is rocking back and forth requires some seriously advanced acrobatics that no one's really willing to do. So you end up staying in the same clothes for days at a time and showering while we could do it. It just feels like it's more work than it's worth. So we brush our teeth and change our underwear and then just say that we'll clean up ourselves in the boat when we get to land. So don't worry, Aston and Morgan, by the time we see you, we will smell good and the boat will be proper. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Until then. We're about 15 minutes away from the entrance to the Rarotonga harbor, and we really have no idea what to expect. And the few guides that we do have, and these guides are all like cruiser generated, so it's just people's accounts of things they've experienced in the past. In the guides that we have read, everybody is saying something different on what to expect. Some people say that your boat will get boarded by the customs officials and you'll have to throw away all of your fresh fruit and meat. Other people are saying you might have to tie up your boat to a tree if there's no space on the dock. I mean, just like all sorts of crazy things. So we really, really don't know what to expect. So we're kind of in a little bit of a freak out mode. So for the first time since leaving Mexico, we have an abundance of fresh produce, thanks to our last provisioning run in French Polynesia. And so I'm in a mad rush to cook everything so that it will be prepared food and not fresh food. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we didn't know what to expect, but we really didn't expect what we got.
I guess this will be home for the next week. Next to those shipping containers.
As you can see, we're moving more than we would at sea. Yep, we're not at sea. We are anchored out. And I think we're better off than any of the boats stern tied here, or tied on the docks, to be honest. So that's a lot to say. The worst part of this is we're paying for this.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get off the boat just yet. We had a mess to clean up.
How many times have we tried to organize under this table in the last hour?
Too many. It's like Tetris, just like
Like, would you say we've tried like 3 times?
I don't know. We've
10
tried
times?
the past hour. We're gonna get this over with. Do you want this like horizontal down?
Yeah, exactly. Well, but this is now almost empty.
So this is it. We've arrived in Rarotonga. This was extremely stressful for me, like anchoring here. It's a very, very, very small space. And we're supposed to anchor probably right there by the med moorings, like along there. But I don't think we have lines that are long enough and strong enough for that. So we opted to anchor right in front of this guy instead. We definitely made sure we set well because we are right at the entrance of the pass. But I guess we don't really have a choice. We've been calling customs on the radio for the past 4 hours. They still haven't responded. You're not supposed to go to land. We're on quarantine. That's why we got our quarantine flag. But I don't know. I don't know if we break the rules and we go get them, or what we do, because they're not responding on the radio. So I just woke up. I'm the only one awake. It's pouring outside, and of course we got our leaks here and there. And worst of all, oh, there's some lightning too. We're right by this buoy. It's not a good thing. It's not where we should be. So here you can see what's going on. We were over there when we went to bed, and now we're right there, and that's the reef right there. The entrance of the harbor. That's where that green flashing light is. So basically when the squall comes through, it comes through with a totally different wind direction. And what I was worried about is... What's going on, G? Good morning!
Not so good morning.
We're not at sea anymore. We just slept.
You would not notice that we're not at sea. We're moving more than we did at sea.
What's your rating of Rarotonga so far, from 1 to 10?
-4. Miserable. I hate this place. Like, we're moving more than we did underway. I'm seasick in bed. I don't even get seasick. I feel like I'm gonna just, well, get sick.
And, well, let's just go for a run.
Going for a run means that we've got to paddle over, because we're not putting our outboard in the water, fear of theft. We paddle over in our half oars in this choppy ass water, and then at the dock there's just like roaches, or I don't even know what they are, but they're like thousands of bugs, like all underneath the dock. It's freaking disgusting. And, like, there's no dinghy dock, so your dinghy's just slapping up against the concrete every time. Like, I almost fell in the water yesterday.
Yeah, we almost popped our dinghy.
We almost popped our dinghy. I hate Rarotonga. And they charge you to be in here. That's the best part. They charge you, what, like $3 a foot?
They charge you $2.20 a meter. So we're a 12-meter boat, so that's going to be $25 a day.
That's so ridiculous. They charge you, like, we're anchored in hell, okay? There's no protection. There's, like, no water. There are no facilities.
No services.
There's no power.
They gave us the key to the bathrooms. They charge us $10 for the key.
Yeah, and it's disgusting. It's like taking a shower in a porta potty.
I think the camping sites we went to
had
in cleaner.
Utah? Are you kidding?
Those places were nice.
Yeah, like, camping in Utah was, like, luxury. This is gross. I wouldn't put my naked body in that shower. I wouldn't put my covered body in that shower. I hate this place.
But what do we find? Some cheap what?
Beer.
Yeah, cheap booze. I guess if we can drink our pains away.
But when you're this nauseous, laying in bed, like, you don't really want to drink anyways. And everything smells like fried something. Just like deep fryers everywhere.
All right, Gina's morning complaint sesh.
I'm sharing my feelings.
Gina's sharing her feelings. Let's see if this changes in the next week or so.
Please.
Yeah, it's not happening. We're not tying up there. And then they want you to get on and off the dinghy on those ladders. Gina almost fell in the water, by the way, getting off the boat for the first time ever. Look at that. Look at that. About this whole situation, G?
I think that Rarotonga is one nightmare after another.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
With bugs.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
It sucks.
Welcome to Rarotonga.
With immigration and boat cleaning out of the way, we only had 24 hours to complete our chores before our friends arrived. On the list, refilling our propane, exchanging money, replacing our spare parts, and provisioning.
Show us the New Zealand money.
There's
Little buzzkill moment, right, G? We've been checking our prices for the past day.
We've got two Aussie friends that told us that the US dollar was stronger than both the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. So we've been just walking around price checking, and things seemed really cheap to us. So we were very excited that finally we found a place where prices were closer to American prices. But we just went to the bank and she told us we're only getting 66 cents for every
76 cents per US dollar.
Okay, 76 cents for every US dollar.
So everything is basically
everything's
like 30% more expensive
than we thought.
Yeah.
So we're kind of bummed.
Our introduction to Rarotonga was a bit rough, but with the arrival of our friends came the reminder that with good company comes good times, no matter where you are. Stay tuned for more adventures in Rarotonga next week. Until next time.